Should you train every single day? Should you train 30 days in a row? What would happen if you actually trained 30 days in a row? I'm gonna tell you in this video why I do that and why a lot of other successful athletes do that too. Not to say that I'm successful my own way, but you know what I mean. Other athletes who deal with success in some way, shape, or form, they all take a very serious, methodical approach to how they treat their bodies. And notice I said train and not run every single day. So that's what we're gonna get into in this day's video. Now, before we go into this and some of the reasons why I think you should, let's just kind of tackle the reasons and beliefs why we shouldn't. We don't have the time. It takes a lot of time every single day to get this stuff done. It's boring, especially if you do the same thing every single day, day after day after day. You're gonna burn out. You'll beat your body up and maybe not even get better at the end of this whole thing. You'll just finish not feeling great. And then finally, it's like a crash diet. You've just jumped on the wagon so hard in such a way that it's not sustainable at all. And then you end up getting off. And when you get off, you go way the other way. So all of a sudden it's like, well, where have I really gotten myself? So let me address those things point by point in this next clip, addressing why we should. Of course, Coach Nate here from the Run Experience. If you haven't subscribed to our channel and this is a new time and a new place for you, we'll definitely hit that subscribe button. We got new videos coming out each and every single week on how you can be a better, smarter, stronger, faster runner. Whew, let's dig in. So here's why you should think about training 30 days in a row. First of all, it doesn't need to be super long. It doesn't need to take a ton of time. In fact, if you're a newer runner, these sessions don't need to be long to be effective. And yes, there's definitely going to be an investment in willpower at first. It's gonna take a while to kickstart those habits, but there's a funny thing about habits. When you do something long enough, positive or negative, you start to automatically do it. It doesn't require any additional effort or energy, and that is where so many successful lifelong athletes sit. They don't have to try that hard to go out and train this morning, or to wake up early, or to do any of the other healthy habit things you wish you kind of could. But if you commit to 30 days, it will become easier and easier. And that will further be helped if you add a lot of variety to your training. Runners thrive under variety. They like a lot of different stuff. It shouldn't be running the same thing the same way every single day. These runs should have purpose. They should have different types of workouts involved. You should involve different modes of activity. There should be strength training. Some of these days should be focused on recovery and mobility and movement. If I have this really diverse approach to my training, I'm gonna get really far and it's gonna be kind of fun. Now this one's my favorite and it's something that I seriously had to exercise this morning on my hard run, is that you build some mental muscle when you train on the days that you don't feel like it. Not every day is gonna feel good. You might feel really great the first couple days or first week, you're excited, but after a while, even if you are mixing it up, your body's gonna start to feel tired. And doing the hard things, even when they're hard, even when you don't feel like it, you learn a lot about yourself. You learn about how you handle these situations, and you learn, hey, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe I started tired, but I finished up feeling really good, and I feel great the rest of the day. That confidence is so valuable for athletes to have, because if they have that confidence, knowing they can deal with those sticky, difficult situations, they now have the confidence to handle those in the future. Now, before I tell you more about what happens to your body when you actually train for 30 days, all the positive stuff that comes out the other end, I want to tell you we are hosting our very own live 30-day challenge at the end of this month. In fact, it starts about a week from this video, and we want you to join us. Now, this 30-day challenge has 2 baseline tests you start and end with, testing your endurance, your strength, and your core stability. It includes 12 progressive runs that all have different purpose. It includes 8 awesome body weight strength sessions you can do anywhere. It includes 4 incredible mobility sessions you can get feeling really good in your body, and 4 fun training days to mix things up and to explore and to remind ourselves, hey, we're working hard, but we need to play too. Every training session has a purpose. You're gonna receive coaching that's in-depth and supportive in every single workout to stay motivated and focused. And you're gonna be able to participate with part of our larger group of other athletes all doing this 30-day challenge too. But that's not all. And this is something we've never done before with the 30-day challenge. We are throwing some prizes up at the end of the 30 days, rewarding those who make the biggest change from the start to the final test day. That doesn't mean we're rewarding the fastest runner out of the gate. We are rewarding the runners who work the hardest, who put the most effort in and see the biggest results in that time. Join by Sunday, August 30th, which also happens to be my birthday, and you can become an annual member for only $99 a month. That's an average of $825. Not too bad at all, again, for that 99 bucks. And not only will you have access to the 30-day challenge, you'll have immediate access to all of our training challenges, all of our race programs, our audio guided runs, our strength and mobility workouts, our exclusive community where you can talk to your favorite TRE coaches and get expert coaching advice. All possible if you sign up by Sunday and join us for the live challenge. Now, okay, let's get back to the rest of this video and how you will see more changes if you train for 30 days, whether you do it with us or you do it on your own. So first and foremost, especially if you set those 30 days up in a smart, structured way, you'll be running way better at the end of those 30 days than when you did in the beginning. And what I mean by way better is that you're gonna be running with greater efficiency and better form. Yeah, sure, you may feel a little beat up at first, especially with those early runs, but just by continuing to move, you actually facilitate better recovery and you actually improve a little bit faster. So all of a sudden, running feels a little bit lighter, a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. And another part of this whole efficiency thing is that means you can run the same distances, the same speeds at an easier effort, which means you can really run further than you did previously without any more energy put in than you did previous. And that just facilitates this positive feedback loop of better training and fitness results, because if you can train longer, more consistently without hurting as much, you're gonna get more fit. Now, more specifically, your body's gonna change too over these 30 days. We'll see a slight increase in muscle mass. We should see a decrease in fat mass, especially if we're dialing in our nutrition. We should increase our bone density because we're regularly exposing ourselves to impact and to harder things. That also means tendon and ligament strength. And I haven't even gotten to the point where you're gonna increase your cardiovascular endurance, your stamina, your ability to sustain those higher outputs and efforts for longer periods of time through better lactate buffering and oxygen delivery. And you're gonna improve your athletic coordination as well. Just by regularly practicing things, they become more second nature. You get that brain-body connection, that kinesthetic awareness, and all of a sudden, these things start to become second nature, which turns into better, more fluid athletic movements overall. Now, one of my personal favorites is that you won't feel sore all the time. And look, I get it. There is nothing worse after doing that first workout. You haven't done one in a while. Maybe your friend convinced you to go running, or you tried a new class and you feel crushed after. Maybe not the first day, but that second and third day, you have a hard time going up and down the stairs. And that just kind of pulls on that fear, that reaffirms that sense of, oh man, maybe this is too hard. Maybe this is, I'm not right for this. Maybe I'm not meant to be a runner or an athlete, when nothing could be further from the truth. Now think about it. There are runners out there every single day, and they're training. And if they were gutted after every single run, I don't think we'd see nearly as many runners out there as we do. So they figured out something. And one of the things they figured out is that if you follow smart, progressive training programs that are hard enough but not too hard, a balance of runs with other types of workouts, you actually recover more quickly by continuing to move. Your body adapts. When you all of a sudden give yourself that big dose of hard training, your body's a little swollen. And by continuing to move, it helps that lymphatic system. It just helps with blood flow. It helps get rid of that scar tissue that starts to build up. Those muscle knots start to just they don't not, because you've kept moving. It makes such a big difference. And pretty soon, once you've adapted to these levels of training, you can go out and hit these workouts on these beautiful days like this and not feel that bad whatsoever. One of my favorite things that starts to happen, I see this with myself, I see this with thousands of athletes I've coached over the years, is that when you invest in yourself, not only do you become a better runner, you start to become a healthier human. You actually start to care about all these other important little habits that just make you feel better because you're now a little bit more finely tuned machine. Specifically, you become more sensitive to what you put in your mouth, and you start to crave healthier whole foods because you know that's better fuel for the body. And you know, the times that you occasionally eat that little treat, I like to eat my little treats every once in a while, you're working out so hard that you can handle it. The other thing I love is that when I've worked out regularly, I sleep like a baby. By the time I hit the bed, my sleep is longer and it's of higher quality. And with sleep tracking devices these days, I can actually measure and tell when I've been working out how my sleep is and when I haven't been working out and how my sleep becomes a little bit more chaotic and disruptive. You'll also be further incentivized to hydrate better, to hydrate more, because you're regularly sweating and working out. You're gonna develop and tune into that sense of thirst that we all have. You're gonna drink better stuff. And I am telling you, we've done so many videos on nutrition over the years. One of the biggest reasons why we feel terrible, why we feel low energy, why we can't perform in our workouts, it's not lack of calories. A lot of times it's dehydration. And just like sleep, it adds up and accrues over time. So I can't sleep terribly for a year and then make up for it in one day, right? It's what I do all the time that really makes or breaks me as an athlete, and hydration is the same. By becoming a better hydrator on a more regular basis, you just become more robust. And when I add up all these things, your immune system is stronger. You're not as susceptible to being sick. Yeah, of course, if you are gutting yourself training for an ultra marathon, you're training 20 hours a week, you're kicking your immune system down pretty hard. But generally, when we start getting into training more regularly, when we eat better, when we sleep better, when we hydrate better, our immune system starts to operate in tip-top shape. And you know, when I have this strong immune system, when my body feels really good, when I feel like this athlete, that means I can jump in and do a lot of things. It's really empowering to embrace that athletic identity and lifestyle. I can keep up with my kids. I could jump in random training sessions or workouts with my friends. I don't have to worry about being the slowest or the last one, or I won't make it, or my knees hurt when I go down the stairs, so how am I gonna go on this hike? All of those things are now possible because you've committed 30 days to being an athlete and to transforming into one. So roll call, who is gonna train the next 30 days in a row with us? Not just runs, but strength, mobility, recovery, run form, all of those good things that make us those better, more athletic humans and those stronger runners. Let us know in the comments down below. Of course, we would love to see each and every one of you download our app, become premium members, and join us for the live 30-day challenge, because we lay out all the training and we all get to do the same workouts together. Of course, if you join by this Sunday, you'll be able to join and sign up for 99 bucks, save on that annual membership, and be eligible for those awesome prizes for, hey, who's gonna make the biggest change? Well guys, that's it. I'm gonna keep filming, enjoying this beautiful day. You keep earning those miles, because hey, that is what we're here for, and that is what we are talking about. I'll see you guys in the next video. Do I like the views? Is this pretty nice? What do you think? First and foremost, this is long. Put this down a while ago. I should not film. This should be an outtake or something. It's looking good right here. Wow, that was bad.